A curious goat herder named Kaldi lived in a small Ethiopian village nestled among lush green hills. Now, Kaldi was a simple man with simple goals: take care of his goats, eat lunch, and maybe, just maybe, get a nap in between. But one fateful afternoon, nap time was cancelled. As Kaldi chilled under a tree, half dozing, something odd happened. His usually borderline lazy goats had suddenly turned into, well, they looked like they had signed up for a CrossFit class. They were jumping, spinning and prancing around like they were about to audition for a goat version of Dancing with the Stars. Something wicked has grabbed hold of my goats and I must find out, Kaldi muttered, squinting at his over-caffeinated herd. Curiosity goaded Kaldi to follow them to a nearby grove, where the goats were chomping down on some little red berries. Kaldi wasn't known for being the brightest herder in the flock, but he figured, hey, if it works for the goats, why not me? So naturally, he did what any responsible adult would do. He ate some mysterious berries off a random bush hidden from other humans. At first nothing happened. Kaldi scratched his head, disappointed. Maybe they're just goat steroids, he thought, but then, BAM! Suddenly Kaldi's eyes popped wide open, his heart raced, and he felt like he could run a marathon, climb a mountain and solve a Rubik's Cube all at once. What is this sorcery? He yelled to no one in particular, running in circles because he had no idea what to do with all that energy. Deciding this was a discovery for the ages, Kaldi gathered up a bunch of the berries and sprinted to the local monastery like his life depended on it. Which, let's be honest, in a caffeine-fueled haze, it felt like it did. The monks, however, were less than impressed. The head monk, Brother Grumpyface, took one look at the berries and frowned. "Kaldi, you've been talking to those goats again, haven't you?" he said, rolling his eyes. "These look like trouble." And with that, he chucked the berries into the fire because that's how you deal with all of life's mysteries. But lo and behold, the air filled with the most heavenly aroma as the berries roasted. The monks, previously half asleep from long nights of prayer and, let's be real, boredom, suddenly perked up. "Wait, what is that smell?" one monk asked, nose twitching like a mouse who just caught a whiff of cheese. Unable to resist, they yanked the berries out of the fire, ground them up and tossed them into the water because obviously making random bean soup was a great idea. When they drank the strange brew, their eyes lit up like candles at Christmas. Gone was their drowsiness. Gone was their boredom. Instead, they were so hyped up that they could have started a monkathon, translation, a monk marathon. Watching grown men run barefoot and in gowns would be strange, so let that vision stay imaginary. From that day forward, the monks brewed this magical bean juice to stay awake through their prayers, late-night study sessions, and maybe a few monk parties we won't discuss. And that, my friends, is how coffee was invented, all because some goats couldn't stop dancing and a curious herder couldn't resist eating mystery berries. The world has never been the same since. I'll have a dark roast, please.